if you're watching. Give me a little heart or a thumbs up. And what I want you to do for me tonight is, if you have any skin concerns that I put in the pinned comment, please comment below with what your skin concerns are. So tonight, what we're going to talk about is basic skincare. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Emily Holm, and hey Angela, I have been with SeneGence for almost 3 years, and I am a full-time pharmacist at a family physician clinic here in Mankato, Minnesota. So falling into this company was something that totally was completely unexpected for me with no prior experience, but I have ended up really liking all the products with my pharmacist background. I really enjoy looking up all the ingredients and actually diving into how and why they work. So it's been a really fun ride for me. So tonight we're gonna talk a little bit about basic skincare. I'm gonna pop my glasses off because my light is really bright and it is blinding me. So we're gonna get right into it. I see we have some people hopping on. I see that Deb commented that she's got dry skin, fine lines, circles, puffy eyes. All right, so you guys, I hope you're ready. Tonight we are gonna dive into all of the things about skincare. So first and foremost, having some sort of skincare regimen is something that is needed, you guys. I did not have a skincare regimen up until about 2.5 years ago when I started using this stuff. And really, to prevent and slow the signs of aging, we need to take care of ourselves. If we want makeup to look nice on your skin, we need to have a good foundation, a good canvas to work on. So this is super important and should be a part of your beauty resolution in 2020. So what we're gonna start out with is our basic skincare set. So our basic skincare set, where most commonly we see clients start with, is our basic 3 things. So we have a cleanser, a daytime moisturizer, and an evening moisturizer, and I'll kind of get into the nitty-gritty of each one. So the very first thing, we have 4 different lines of skincare. We have a dry, a normal to dry, a normal to oily, and we also have an oily to acne. I will tell you that most commonly with my clients, I am either recommending or they're buying the dry line or the normal to oily line. So we'll kind of get into that. So the first step, again, number 1 is removing your makeup at night. I don't know how many of you are guilty of that. I am right here. That is something that I still continue to struggle with being consistent about, is removing my makeup before I cleanse my skin. And it wasn't until I've done a couple of these lives and I have researched that cleansers are not made to remove makeup, and especially if you're wearing SeneGence products. All of our makeup is semi-permanent. The cleanser is not going to do a good job of cleansing your skin if that makeup is not removed first. So that should really be step 1 of your skincare routine at night, is removing that makeup. And I see a lot of people are commenting with dark circles, uneven skin, dry winter skin. I am someone that has super dry skin, so we will get into all of that. So after you have removed your makeup, the next step is to cleanse your skin. And what's great about our cleansers is that they are a 3-in-1 cleanser, you guys. So that means they're going to cleanse, they're going to tone, and they're going to hydrate your skin based on what type of skin type you have. So that's really nice because you don't have to buy a separate toner, cleanser, and hydrator. It's going to be all in one. So this is what the dry cleanser looks like, and the consistency is honestly like applesauce. So it's a little interesting to get used to in the beginning, but I actually love it. This is the line that I use. So this is the dry line. the normal to dry line is kind of this lavender color, and this is a cream type cleanser. And then the normal to oily 3-in-1 cleanser is more of a gel, but it has some volcanic ash in it, so it has some grit. So, and then the Acne line is actually a foam pump. So that's a little bit different, and that is mainly a 10% salicylic acid. So what this 3-in-1 cleanser is going to do, like I said, it's going to cleanse, it's going to tone, and it's going to hydrate your skin. So it's going to maintain the moisture level based on your skin type. So the dry line is going to add some moisture to your skin. The normal to dry line is going to maintain the moisture of the skin, and the normal to oily is going to help decrease oil production on the skin. It also restores the pH of your skin, so restores the pH balance, which is important, and removes the dirt, oil, and pollution. So that is what our cleansers are going to do. Hey Mandy, hey Kelly, hey Amber, and you only need a little bit. So honestly, one bottle of this has lasted me, I think I have made it like 14 months before, you guys. And that is because you only need like a pearl size amount, washing twice a day. You don't need very much, okay? So that is a little bit about the cleanser. Next would be our daytime moisturizer. Again, it comes in the dry, normal to oily, and the Acne line, and it's going to be in a bottle like this. What I like about this is a complete airless pump like all of our products, and you're gonna get every last drop. So the daytime moisturizer is a lightweight moisturizer. It's non-greasy, it's anti-aging, and it's going to balance the moisture in your skin and hydrate your skin. It also has a mechanical shield, which instead of a chemical shield. So a chemical shield is an SPF, a mechanical shield is what we have. So it's basically like wearing a shirt over your face. So it's equal to about an SPF of 15. And then if you top that with our color corrected tinted moisturizer or our foundation, it's going to build and give you about an equivalent to a 30 SPF. So that's what's really nice about our products. They're all buildable. Okay, and then the evening moisturizer comes in a jar like this, and again is available in all of the lines, and this stuff is one of our most concentrated products in our proprietary ingredient called Seneplex Complex. So Seneplex Complex is the ingredient that we have in all of our cream-based products that makes everything anti-aging. And if you at all have a copy of our beauty book from your ambassador, you're going to see on page 7 some of the results from Seneplex Complex. And some of those results are increasing cellular renewal by 23%. So basically what that is, it's moving those plump baby butt cells to the surface at a 23.3% faster rate, meaning that your skin is going to look younger and more vibrant because those plump skin cells are getting moved to the surface faster. The other thing that you're going to see, a 54% increase in moisture, a 168% increase in collagen synthesis, which is basically the building block of our skin, 51% increase in skin firmness and elasticity, decrease sagging by 25%, increase in luminosity by 48%, and reduction of fine lines and wrinkles by 55.7%. All of these independent studies that were done at a different lab to reduce bias, those all came from the evening moisturizer, you guys. And we also have one more product that has more Seneplex Complex in it versus this, but all of that data came from this product right here. So super great stuff. It's nice and dense. It feels great, and that's how you should end your evening. So again, our basic skincare set is going to be a cleanser, a daytime moisturizer, and an evening moisturizer. Most clients start out with something simple like that, and then based on some of your skin concerns, we can add in some of the other products in the line. I do recommend that you add stuff in a stepwise approach just to get your skin used to the skincare before you're adding in a bunch of different things. Okay, it's kind of like adding medications. When I add medications onto a patient's list, I like to do things one at a time because then we don't know what did what. Okay, so a couple things. I would say probably the top 2 things that are added on after the basic skincare line is either going to be our eye cream or climate control. So the eye cream is amazing stuff. It is very, very dense. It emulsifies and basically goes on like silk and like melts into that skin under the eye. So what this is going to do for you is it's going to soften the skin around the eye. It's going to reduce the fine lines and wrinkles. And one of the things that's really great about this, if you use this at bedtime on top of all of your other skincare, this could help prevent the puffiness or the edema that happens underneath your eyes overnight. So I don't know if you're a person that wakes up in the morning and you have like really watery eyes and you feel like, oh, my eyes are watering all the time. If you try to put the eye cream on at night, that watery eye could be some edema. So water fluid buildup underneath the eye, and when you get up in the morning, all that fluid has to come out. If you use a dense eye cream under your eye at night, it's going to prevent that from happening, as well as help the fine lines and wrinkles underneath the eye. So this is a very popular thing to add on because basically, you know, if you, I don't know, were a teenager or a kid in the 90s, you need an eye cream, and it just feels so good on. This has lasted me about 18 months and it's not even like gone at all. So love the eye cream. The other thing that is a fan favorite is our ever popular climate control. So this is our just top of the line anti-aging moisturizer miracle in a bottle. So it says in the beauty book that it's for more sensitive to dry skin, but honestly, any skin type can use climate control. What this is going to do is this is going to make sure that moisture cannot leave your skin. So as we age, the number one thing that happens is we lose moisture out of the skin. And when you lose moisture out of the skin, that is going to cause kind of the wrinkling to happen. And we also lose collagen production. So we're getting an increase of the collagen production by using all of the products in our line because they all contain that Seneplex complex. And then when you add this climate control in, which this is a sodium hyaluronate product, this is going to trap the moisture in your skin and not let it leave. So what that is going to do is going to make your skin just amazing. It's going to make it feel really good, really moisturized, really youthful appearing. And if you've heard of hyaluronic acid treatments, I feel like I see them all over TV. That is basically what those treatments are going after. However, if you look at hyaluronic acid from a chemical standpoint, hyaluronic acid is too big of a molecule to actually penetrate and get muscle deep in the skin. Sodium hyaluronate is what you need, and that is climate control. So basically, this is going to go on after you cleanse. You're going to spray this or pat it on your face, and then you need to seal it with either your daytime or your evening moisturizer because the molecules are so small, they can dissipate and kind of disappear. So the eye cream and the climate control are going to be kind of the most popular things that people add on right away, and they help a lot of that dry skin, sensitive skin, and then the eye cream is going to help with the puffiness. Okay, so I kind of saw a couple of the other discoloration, sunspots, uneven skin, so you guys are kind of commenting with some of your skincare concerns. So I want to just touch touch on a couple of those things. If you have extreme dryness, again, climate control is a great thing to add. You also could consider adding our Nangai oil. So the Nangai oil, this is a oil. This is a pure triglyceride that comes from the Nangai nut, and a lot of the time you can add just a drop of it to either your evening moisturizer or your daytime moisturizer, and it's just gonna pump up the moisture. I have used this a lot on my kids who get, you know, kind of the dry rashy spots on their skin, or anytime I've had just a really hard time with having really flaky dry skin that hurts. This clears that up in a matter of days. So the Nangai oil is really good for that. The other thing that I did not grab is we have a moisturizing detox mask. That mask is really nice. It is kind of like a clay mask, but it does not dry. It just kind of soaks into the skin. It pushes all the toxins out and it leaves your skin super moisturized. When the climate kind of changed from fall to winter, I had a really hard time with basically having red patches from my neck all the way up and my skin burned. And I basically used that detox mask and the evening moisturizer, added the Nangai oil, and I had my face back in about 3 days. So the stuff really works well for that. Okay, if you are worried about fine lines and wrinkles, again, having a skincare regimen, keeping that moisture in is going to help you. A product that you can use is our anti-wrinkle treatment. So our anti-wrinkle treatment works by relaxing the muscles. So kind of the same idea of Botox, that it has a peptide in it that is going to just kind of relax those muscles. It's more for fine to fine medium lines that you're going to see a reduction in. By no means is it a comparable to what Botox can do for you, okay? So it's going to help those fine lines and wrinkles. I kind of use it up here on my forehead and on my crow's feet and a little bit here. And I have some clients that use it in between their Botox treatments because they note that it makes their Botox last a little bit longer. So that's the anti-wrinkle treatment. We also have the new gold peel-off mask, which if you have not researched anything about colloidal gold and skincare benefits, a lot of fine line reduction in that sort of type of treatment. So that is also an option to help with fine lines and wrinkles. If you have acne problems, we do have the Oily to Acne line. Honestly, most of my clients that have started with that have ended up switching to the normal to oily line. And then when we add on, we have our Spot On treatment. What is interesting about Spot On is this is a benzoyl peroxide treatment. It's almost a 10% benzoyl peroxide treatment. But what it has in it that makes it different than the stuff that you can buy at Walgreens or CVS is it has basically an ingredient in it called diisosorbide. From a pharmacy standpoint, isosorbide is used in heart conditions, so high blood pressure, or with people that have chest pain that's related to blood vessel constriction. So what isosorbide does for the heart and for the blood pressure is it opens the vessels to lower the blood pressure and to help with chest pain. What it's going to do topically, if you think about having a big old zit or a big old like underground zit that you can't get to, or you know that one is kind of building up, you can use the Spot On treatment and apply it as a spot treatment to that blemish, and it's going to open it up so the drug can actually get down there and work. So that is the big difference between what you can buy at Walgreens or CVS and this, because what that other stuff does is it just sits on the top of your skin. A lot of the time when I have used those products, they just make my skin more red and irritated, and with this it gets down there and in a couple days that zit won't even show up, it will be gone. So really like the Spot On treatment for that. Skin sagging. So if we have issues with skin sagging, we do have a brand new product that is our firming and lifting neck cream. It comes in this really great dispenser where you push on the top and the product comes through the top. This is really good for this area, kind of the chest area, and you can put it in other places on your face and it will really, like, you'll almost notice like almost instant results of firming this up. And kind of one of the active ingredients in this is called SeneGence. And what that does is that redensifies the skin by 65% and it recreates an epidermal homeostasis and restores cell function. So it's basically going to take that really delicate skin, tighten it up, firm it up, and then it's going to help it from kind of getting thin and saggy again the longer you use it. So that is the neck cream. Again, you apply it chest and then in an upward motion a couple times a day. So that has been really one of our top sellers this past year when it came out, and it really feels good. All right, and then skin dullness. So if your skin is dull, it's likely because you have dead skin that you need to exfoliate off. Now, our cleansers will do some exfoliation, but to take that to the next level, if you kind of think about a jar that has plump grapes and then raisins and then cornflakes, that could be kind of the layers of our skin. We really want those plump grapes to get moved to the surface faster. That's what our Seneplex complex is going to do for you, but also we need to get rid of that cornflake layer. So we have two ways that you can exfoliate. So we have this facial resurfacer, which this is going to be volcanic ash that's pretty gritty from Mount Vanuatu in the South Pacific. This is going to be close to a microderm abrasion. So this is something that you're only going to want to do a couple times a week because it is more gritty and you're going to be able to take all that dead layer of skin off. Thank you, Brenda. And then for a more finer product, something that you could use every day, we have the polishing exfoliator. Still has that volcanic ash, but it's just a finer grit, so you can use it to kind of buff your skin on a daily basis. I really enjoy either mixing the facial resurfacer with my cleanser or mixing the facial polisher with my cleanser. Really like doing that. I really like to exfoliate. It feels good. Now, what makes this different versus maybe some of the things you've used in the past, I don't know about you, but I am a victim of an apricot scrub back in the 90s that actually cut your skin. If you look at both of these products underneath a microscope, you will see that the volcanic ash is made of titanium and calcium and iron, and it's a complete sphere when you look at it underneath a microscope. That way it is not going to be damaging and cutting your skin, but it's going to be removing that layer. Okay, so that's going to help with dullness. And then kind of last but not least, puffy eyes and dark circles. So puffy eyes, again, that eye cream is a real nice dense cream that is going to provide a little bit of a heavier layer on the skin that's going to prevent the edema from happening. If that edema does end up happening, or you're a person like me that has dark circles anyway, we do have a dark circle treatment. My bottle is currently empty, but this is a serum that I use about a quarter pump twice a day, and it really helps with the discoloration under my eyes. Now, I do still have visible dark circles, but this has really helped. It's got cucumber extract, it has caffeine extract, and it basically helps reduce the melanin that is the discoloration underneath the eyes. It stays put and it feels really good. So that's the dark circle treatment. And then I guess I have one more thing in here. So I noticed that a couple people asked about discoloration. So we do have a product called the Brightening Multivitamin Treatment. This is a treatment that has two different kinds of active vitamin C products in it, or active vitamin C. I have not found any other product that has two forms of active vitamin C. So that is really special about this. It also has a couple ingredients in it that help reduce tyrosine in the skin, which is responsible for the sunspot or causing that copper color. So it's going to brighten the skin because it has the two forms of the esterified vitamin C, and then it's going to help kind of prevent the sunspots as well. So this is mainly used as a spot treatment to break up those sunspots. And then we also have another treatment called SeneGence C, which is also an activated vitamin C treatment, but that is more for prevention of sunspots. So a lot of gals, younger gals, I guess you don't have, it doesn't matter what age you are, kind of depends on what your skincare goals are and what your concerns are. The SeneGence C is something that you can mix with your climate control and mix it together and use that twice a day, every day, because it really helps with free radicals and developing those sunspots. And this is going to be more of the treatment of the sunspots. So I don't want to take up too much of your time because I want people to be able to go back through and watch the replay. But anyway, that is a little bit, I know I kind of went into a lot of our products, but again, the basic skincare regimen, I usually recommend starting with those three. And like I said, most people either, their first add-on is either climate control or eye cream. And then after that, we can really tailor your skincare regimen based on what your skin concerns are, and we kind of have you build that way. The other thing that I like about our products is I have compared them to some really luxurious items that cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and our ingredients are on par, if not better, with a lot of the skincare that you can get at a very high-end beauty counter in a department store. So it's very affordable for what you are getting. And the other thing I like about it is I have found with my skincare routine, you know, with my basic line here with the cleanser, daytime moisturizer, and evening moisturizer, I find that I run out of the items at different times. And that I actually really like because then you're only buying one or two things every, you know, maybe 4 to 10 months instead of having to get a whole kit again every 4 months. Our products are not on like auto, so once you know, if you decide to get some skincare, it's not like it's going to be on an auto ship or an auto order. It's just get what you need when you need it. So that's what I really like about it. With that, I'm going to let you go because I have been blabbing for almost 30 minutes, but thank you guys for joining me for this late night. Again, please post your comments below if you have questions about any of the skincare stuff specifically. I'll be happy to answer any of your questions you have about ingredients or how they work, that sort of thing. Anyway, thank you again, and I will see you guys soon.